Hello and welcome everyone back to the channel. Today we are going over the Merkava Mk.3D or Merkava Mk.3D. This was a event vehicle back in the last Strategist event, and I'll be honest, it was a pretty dang hard vehicle to achieve. Mentioning that it required loads and loads of time to get this vehicle and of playing, and it was very hard to achieve. People could have chosen to sell this vehicle on the marketplace. I think it's going for like $80, $70 now. I kept it because I was going to grind the American tech tree for some videos in the future for you guys. If you see any vehicles here, or you have any requests, I have this and the German tech tree and most of the Soviet tech tree. I have different accounts because I've obviously played on throughout the years on different ones. Just put in the comment section what vehicle you'd like me to go over, because I'd be completely glad to, as I really want to get this War Thunder to start growing. I know I've made videos on different things, but this is a really fun game. I feel like that the channel really needs to see, and it's a very fun game. I recommend that if you don't have the game, I'll put the link in the description of this video that you can download it. You can pretty much run this game with pretty much Intel integrated graphics at the lowest minimum requirements, so keep that in mind. Even if you have a potato PC, you can probably run this game. Just keep in mind that you may not get the full experience. So let's get into the Mk.3D. So this right here, let's go to the armor analysis, and we'll just do heat protection, which your heat round is M329, or excuse me, M325. Technically the same as pretty much any NATO heat FS round. And let's just see, you can see the armor on the Israeli vehicle is just not that great. Now keep in mind, War Thunder is not really realistic when it comes to modern vehicles, because it's classified information, but most of this, it's just guessing work and also for balancing factors in game. So your turret is pretty durable from this, but your hull is going to take a little bit of a hit. But the good thing about this vehicle is that it has a crew of 4, meaning that it's hard to get knocked out in one single shot. And your APFSDS is the second most powerful in the game. With an M322, it has 625 millimeters at 0 degrees, 527 at 30, and 361 at 60. Meaning that you have amazing penetration power to pretty much go through the front plate of most tanks in game. Maybe not the T-80U or that of the T-72B3, but pretty much any other tank in the game you can just, shoot at. Well, that wasn't it. Anyway, as you can see, this giant motor in the front, this takes up a lot of penetrating power. Most shells, I'm pretty sure 480 millimeters cannot go completely through that. However, if people are smart enough, they'll shoot above that, like that. It will not hit the engine as hard, and it will go through there and splash and damage your crew. If anything, it'll knock them out. So keep that in mind. And when versing this vehicle, the easiest way to take it out is to shoot it basically. If you see like this little bump on top of, when this goes away, if you see this right here, or basically anywhere between here and the machine gun mount, pretty much fine. If you shoot back here, it's not really located. Now you can still get them, but if you shoot like right here at this machine gun mount, you can pretty much penetrate the entire thing, and it's just going to be pretty much an insta kill for this vehicle. So keep that in mind. So now that we've done the protection analysis, let's use the shell against something that you're going to be facing a lot. And let's just compare this to 2 top tier vehicles right now, and then we'll get into some action with the tank. So the first vehicle, let's just go ahead and do the 2A6, pretty much the top dog in the game at the moment, which we'll hopefully be able to do a video in the future if we can get more views on the channel, and if the partnership thing does come in. I don't know if it will or not. So let's use the Merkava and the M322. So as you can see, you can't pin, but you can pin here. One of the few rounds that can actually penetrate near the 2A5's front plate, or excuse me, not front plate, but the rings on the gun. Also, a good thing about it is it has amazing penetration at angles. So you can penetrate what a lot of shells cannot penetrate, and I really wouldn't recommend shooting here, because I mean it's a 50-50 really if it's going to even do anything. Most of the time it'll just hit something like a machine gun mount. The easiest way to take out a leopard is if it's from a side shot, shoot about right here where his ammo is, and you'll basically rack his ammo. And if you want to kill him in one shot, basically you want to shoot on the left side and kind of aim it a little bit high so that it does have enough to hit him and the other two, and that's a pretty much insta-kill for any leopard, so just keep that in mind. So now let's compare this to that of the T-80U. You're pretty much your main rival, I would say, to this vehicle, because if you play realistic, you're most likely, sometimes the Americans and Germans are on the same team, so you don't have to worry about facing it. However, Russians and Germans generally aren't on the same team, at least not that I know of. So we'll use the Mk.3Ds, M22 round, and from an angle perspective, this is about how you're going to be. I guess, I mean, you could be like this, I don't honestly know. I wish it would kind of allow you to spawn a vehicle in and kind of, see, but, you can pretty much penetrate the front of a T-80U if it's at the right angle. Keep that in mind. However, if you're at the wrong angle, you can't penetrate it. Now, when I play, I generally can't penetrate contact 5 ERA, so it may be more like something like this. And I mean, I guess you can still penetrate it reliably at any angle, unless it's like this, and I know you're not smaller than it, so I don't know. Now, obviously turret cheeks, I mean, pretty much if you shoot a Russian tank anywhere, if it penetrates, it's going to pretty much blow it up like an atomic bomb, sending their crew to orbit, but that's not what we're on. So let's go ahead and get to the Merkava. Really proud to be able to be an owner of this vehicle. We're one away from getting the big boy, the Mk.3D, which is something that is, I don't know if it's even going to come to the game, because it is very, very powerful, still used today's standards. And all in all, that vehicle, which I do believe this one was supposed to have access, but it didn't get the ATGM I think it was supposed to have. It's like a 700mm pinning ATGM. They didn't give it. I don't know why. I guess they didn't want to give America an ATGM. They want to rush it to own it, so keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and get into some gameplay. Sorry for wasting 7 minutes of your time. Just thought I would mention where to penetrate this vehicle and how to use its shell. I'll be right back when we're in the game. Alright guys, here we are loading into Finland. Finland is one of my favorite maps that use this vehicle, as you can kind of go around through here, and the good thing about it is there's not a whole lot of cover. Yes, there is, but at the same time, you can really use this gun to your advantage. And I really recommend, if you do have a Mk.3D, or if you're wanting to buy it, I should probably just put, I'll make another video on if you want to buy it or not. If this video does get any attention, I will be glad to make a video on whether you should buy this vehicle or not. If this video can get like 25 likes, I will definitely make a video on it, so keep that in mind. Yeah. Downside about this vehicle is, of course, that 7.7 reload, which is not the greatest of most modern MBTs, but again, it is far better than some MBTs at 10.3. Mentioning that this is not an expert crew, not an ace crew. This is a normal crew, because I cannot afford an expert crew. And we just got shot by T-80U, and just like that, T-80U went splat. So when using this vehicle, you need to be very cautious. I'm obviously not really a cautious player. I generally play Russia, just because it's more of my play style, which we'll get to. I may make a video on that tomorrow, or I may make a video on something else, but we will go over the Russian MBTs as well as pretty much every MBT in the game if I can get into the partner program. However, I do have some tanks we can go over before I get into it, if I even do. So if you guys want me to get in the partner program, I really beg of you to like the video, subscribe, and spread the video to loads of people, because I need to get about 1,000 views per video in order to join it, and we're not getting nowhere near that. However, I think they would allow me in since I have a lot of views on the channel. However, though, I do not want to be one of those people who get allowed in and gets kicked out. That makes sense. So we need to kind of spread the word out a little bit about the channel. You don't have to do this. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I mean, it just really helps a lot if you just say a few things as far as if you can just spread it. Maybe just like the video, just clicking on it really helps out a lot, because it helps it get in the search engine. And if you're watching this far, I want to say thank you, because you're one of the people who actually completely watched the video. M1A2. Okay, he's dead. But yeah, I really do love this Merkava. It's a very, very fun vehicle to play, very powerful. You can change the game with this. Well, just run over with this shell. Honestly, it feels a lot like an M1A2, even though I don't have it. But then that's how the M1A2 is going to feel. Okay, well, his contact 5's blowing off on that one side. So if he does, he can kill us in one shot. However, I'm going to sit here because I do not want to. Actually, we're going to charge. We got time to get him. Let's I know. Pop out. Oh no, I'm dead. Smoke. Come on, pop smoke. Why does that not go through? That says it's green. Oh, we're dead. I reload the gun. I want to shoot him in the butt. Come on, reload. Come on, reload. Don't want to die yet. Not yet. Come on. Reload. Alright, come on. Nice. Dang it. Alright everyone, welcome back, and here we are. We're going to be going to, well actually, if we spawn here, we may go to the city, just so it's a decent area where we can get some kills, can kind of sneak around that way, go in there, go around this way, and hopefully sneak them, hopefully. That's what the plan is. There's a lot of, I think there's both Chinese, but there's a bunch of the Chinese tanks in this server. See who we're fighting, mainly, looks like mainly Russians, as we have, we can take this team. We got to get some kills though. This is a small game, so should not be a whole lot of action, but hopefully we can get some kills. I really do like the Merkava. It's the whole reason why I really grinded for that painful event to get this vehicle, is because it's such a fun vehicle to actually play in game. Oops, sorry about that, P70. Anyway, it's would guard the outs. Okay, I don't know what these guys are doing. It's alright, buddy. I'm trying to go, we'll still go through here. Alright, so they're going to cap A. They make a snipe gun through here, so I'm going to rock. Alright, there's an Abrams up there, so we need to be a little cautious. I don't know if his round can actually penetrate through my engine, so if he just can penetrate my engine, he's not going to be able to kill me. That thing can. I didn't do anything. Run. Okay, I don't expect people to be here, because it's not a cap circle, but I'm going to go in here anyway, because I generally see a lot of people here who just go here because they think it's a cap circle. Top tier is funny. Okay, wow, that was a lot of lag for some reason. Wow, I'm experiencing a lot of player lag. What just happened? Okay, I don't know what is happening, but we just experienced a load of player lag. Which is what PL seems, I'm guessing. Okay, so we went back down. I don't know what in the world that was. It must have been something to do with maybe I think I see him, he's right there. Alright, 2A6.
Got him!
Guess what? Well, I shot your gun, you're dead, buddy. I'm sorry. No matter how fast you can go, I'm still going to get your engine. I need to be cautious now. I'm going to have his gun up. Oh, he's repairing now. Here we go. So that's why I really love this. I love this thing. If you're one of the people who really want to buy it, you know, it depends on how much it goes on for sale. If it ever goes below $50, I would recommend this vehicle. It is expensive, but when we tell you that if you don't want the vehicle and you buy it for that much, you can sell it for, you know, this thing goes up to $80 sometimes. You can sell this thing for $30 plus what you actually paid for it. So you know, you might want to keep in mind when you get these vehicles, you can actually just sell them in the marketplace and make some money. So keep that in mind. That doesn't mean you're going to make. That doesn't mean you're always going to. Generally, keeping a vehicle like this for a few years after you grind it is hard to do. But if you do keep it like that, like something like the IS-7, you know, that thing's selling, because there's only like 4 or 5 of them left, like out of any in the world. So I mean, That was a long lag. Anyway, we got that, so I'm just going to shoot him right here and finish him. Should finish him. There we go. Yeah, I was really thinking we had this team beat, especially once we had, I can't even see that team, so I'm just going to shoot there. Okay, well, I didn't expect that to kill him. Okay, we're getting attacked by a helicopter. Well, we didn't do anything, kamikaze. No NBT. Okay, he's just spamming missiles at me. That's not a tank to have at this VR, buddy. Oh, wow, really? Oh, I think I got shot by someone else. I'm gonna pop smoke right here. We're going to okay, get shot from probably somewhere else. Let's pop some smoke, and we should be good. Shouldn't be facing my backside that way, but this is going to be a pretty good smoke shield because they don't spawn over here. We got a 2A4 over here guarding my back, so hopefully he does have our back. That's just, I think that's actually just tall enough just to keep the back from being shot. So we got to protect our. We have to protect our driver and I think our gunner at all costs. Might be commander. I don't know who it is actually. I can't see it on the thingy. It's too bright. Almost repaired. I'm going to push. Alright. Okay, there's a 2x4 right there. Okay, I'm going to take cover. Okay, I think I've got a little bit longer reload now that I have 2 crew members dead. It's going to take more time for him to get out next to me. He's smoked, so I'm guessing he's not going to pop out and get me, so I'm going to go for this T60. Alright. T60 went bye-bye. So that's the really good thing about this really low pin round. This is kind of how a 2A6 feels, I'm guessing. I don't have it, but I'm going to hopefully eventually get it, make a video on it. Because the whole point of this channel, really, I've always wanted to make a channel that will get views, and I finally found something y'all like watching. What? I think I'm great. Oh, there's smoke out. So, good. But anyway, I've always wanted a channel that we could views, and over 4 years we finally got a channel, or I finally got a channel that's actually getting, you know, not a lot of views per video, but I'd say about 100 views per video, which took 4 years to do. So, and you guys have been amazing this year, because this year in, I think it was April, like mid-April, we were at 100 subs, like 100 subs exactly, and now, 2019 in April, so it's been a little bit of a while, or actually, hold on a second, no, 2020 in April, so, in 2019 in April, we were at 100 subs, and we went from 100 to, what, 425? It's a 199% increase, probably more than that, so, so yeah, I want to say thank you guys, and we're almost get to 450, so smash that sub button if you are watching this. If we're already past 450 by the time you're watching this, just hit it anyway, as I'm going to be trying to upload a lot of videos from now on. Now that I'm a high school student, now that we're on Christmas break, I can upload a few videos, but during the week of school, if it goes back to being normal 5 days a week, I don't know if it will or not, most likely not, I'll be uploading most likely somewhere around, I may upload 2 videos a week, maybe 1 video a week, depending on how much time I have to edit. I'm going to try to make quality videos over quantity, just because it's better in the long run. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'm going to go over the conclusion real quick, and then I'll let you guys dismiss. So anyway, you have a 480mm, just armor penetration really should be 625, but anyway, I guess that's something I don't want to implement. But you have 39 turret degrees, rotation speed. You have vertical guidance of -7 degrees, which is good, not the best, but I mean I'd say that's about average of most tanks in game. Your whole armor useless. Armor is useless in this vehicle. Remember that. It's just a high survivability vehicle. Your armor penetration is very good. Distance is very good. Your crew is 4, so it's hard to get killed in one shot. You have a very powerful engine, 2,000 horsepower at 240 RPMs, but you do weigh 65 tons. You are a Goliath. Keep that in mind. Your max speed is 67 km/h, and your visibility is 107%. So you're really visible on the battlefield, so pretty much anyone can notice where you're at really far distances too, so keep that in mind. As far as the X-ray, I just want to show this to you before we end the video. As you can see, it's mainly just NERA, which I think is like an Israeli version of ERA, or maybe just something to do with heat protection. I don't know if you know this or not, but in Israel and in the Middle East, now they're starting to get more modern MBTs, but back then there was mainly they're mainly still using Soviet, or not Israel, but most of those Middle Eastern countries are still using like Soviet era, or Soviet Union era, heat FS rounds and stuff like that, which this generally does very good for. Even though this is a game kind of around the Soviet or the Cold War era, it's a video game, so don't think that that this vehicle not having 1,000 millimeters of pin or whatever the heck it has in real life is not in a game, because this is just a game, guys. So don't get frustrated if you are an Israeli person and you're playing this and you don't have the best tank in the world. Because I got news for you. The Abrams is not that great. 2x5 is not OP. T80 is not OP. I say the best tank in the game is the France Leclerc, which we'll hopefully get to if we get in the partner program. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, smash the sub button, and I will see you guys in the next one.